Happy New Year, everyone. You can do better than that. Happy New Year, everyone. There we go. It is with great gratitude in my heart that I get to join you for the 50th Hmong New Year here in the United States. And the word that I have for me and my family is gratitude. Giving thanks for the many blessings of the generations who came before us, the sacrifices that they made so we can enjoy fellowship today. And so I know that we had difficulty in getting here today with the weather, with the mud, and with the many obstacles that we've had to overcome. But think about this. If there's any community in the world who understands the value of life-giving rain, it is the wonderful, robust farming culture of the Hmong community. So we are grateful to God for the life-giving rain and for the abundance that means for us. So in Christian tradition, we say, give thanks in all things. And no matter what goes on, we can always have gratitude. So I want to just go over real quickly some of the gratitude that I share with the Hmong community. And when I say Hmong community, I mean my community. Right here in Oklahoma, whether you're from Oklahoma or you came to Oklahoma, notice that we put the word home right in the middle of our state name. So you know you belong when you get here. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. So we give thanks to God for the rain and for the opportunities that we have. We're grateful for the Hmong community. Of all the 50 states that you could have gone to, you bless us with your expertise, your farming know-how, the richness of your culture, and the genuineness of your friendship. And for this, we are grateful that you chose Oklahoma as your home. And for those from Michigan and California, if you're looking for a second home, Oklahoma is where you should look. I also am very grateful for the friendships, the close friendships. You text me, you share your family triumphs with me. Sometimes you share disappointments with me, and it's an honor to be able to work with you and be your friend. Not just a state senator from Shawnee, but a fellow Oklahoman that cares deeply about your successes, your triumphs, and looking for ways to help. So I am grateful to President Lohr for his leadership, especially in this time of difficulty that he is enduring with his family. Grateful for the tremendous leadership, for your friendship and the leadership. I understand that this is your last year. This is also my last term in the Oklahoma Senate. So we will be looking behind us for new leadership, because one thing that is always consistent, we're always looking for the next generation to come and build from where we left off. And so I'm grateful to you. Thank you, and thank you to your wife. And I understand there are 3 new candidates who want to fill these important shoes. So good luck to you. And I look forward to working with you and seeing this continue to grow and develop as you begin to build the legacy that is Hmong, Oklahoma. Also, we would be remiss in not expressing sincere gratitude to the special guerrilla units and our veterans, our brothers in uniform. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, thank you, sir, General Vang Pao, who had the foresight and wisdom to work with the American brothers in uniform and to fight. There are so many American citizens whose grandfathers survived because you fought for freedom when it would have been easier to set it out. There are millions of Americans alive today because their grandfathers survived because you were willing to fight for freedom. So on behalf of the American citizens who have survived and my fellow Americans who fought for their freedom, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are proud to announce on this 50th anniversary that if you have been enjoying the Hmong Day at the Capitol, I want to say how grateful I am for my very good friend, Christy O'Neill. Christy reached out to me after she met one of your Hmong sisters, May, and began to explain some of the difficulties that the community was having here. She came to her senator, and we began to work on how do we tell the story of the Hmong's contribution to Oklahoma and the entire United States. And so, partnering with my constituent and my dear friend Christy O'Neill, we created Hmong Day at the Capitol on May 15th so that we could honor the memory of General Vang Pao, the partnership with the United States, and the Hmong community here in Oklahoma. Thank you, Christy, for your leadership. And so she has created the International Coalition of Hmong Veterans. And she has envelopes like this. If you would like to make a contribution to the Hmong Day at the Capitol, that's specifically to continue to honor the special guerrilla unit and our Hmong veterans, if you will just get an envelope like this, fill out your information, put your contribution inside, and take it to Christy O'Neill, and that will be part of next year's Hmong Day at the Capitol celebration to honor our veterans. So thank you again, Christy, for that. It is also a tremendous honor to be able to welcome the son of General Vang Pao, Chi Yang Van. Thank you for being here, for honoring us with your presence. Welcome to Oklahoma, all the way from the State Department, where they're shut down, but not international relations, because the world continues to turn. So thank you for your continuing to work while the rest of the government is shut down. And thank you for being here with us. And remind him that if he's looking for a place for a second home, Oklahoma, okay? So in quick summary, I just want to say thank you again to God for the wonderful rain. Thank you for the Hmong community that's enriched the United States and brought us life when we are facing death. Thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you again for the legacy of General Vang Pao and his sons. That I've met several sons, and it's an honor to meet you. The Special Guerrilla Unit for the work that you did for our country, for Christy O'Neill. And I'm also grateful, remember, so President Lord, you have people following in your footsteps. Thank you again for all of your leadership. And I am also grateful that this community helped elect a tremendously talented senator from this area, who I like to call Dr. Senator Julie McIntosh. And so without further ado, please welcome your senator. This is her Senate district, my dear colleague, who will be taking up the reins when I depart and will be leading the Hmong leadership in the Hmong Day at the Capitol. Please welcome your senator and my friend, Julie McIntosh. Senator.
Thank you, everybody. It's an honor to be here again for my second Hmong New Year. I've had so much fun getting to know you all, and I just want to say a few words today. I feel like this year is a special year. We're not just gathering to celebrate the new year, but we're really gathering to honor a promise and to testify to your unyielding spirit and a liberty that binds all of us together. 50 years ago, at this very time of year in 1975, the first waves of Hmong refugees touched American soil, fleeing the fires of a war they did not start, but which they fought with unmatched valor. They came not as conquerors or beggars, but as allies who stood shoulder to shoulder with our brave soldiers in the jungles of Vietnam and Laos. And today, as a liberty-loving Christian American, I stand before you and say thank you. God bless you for doing that. For a few minutes, let's rewind the clock, not to dwell on sorrows of the past, but to remember the heroism that forged this bond. In the shadow of the Cold War, when communism's iron fists sought to crush Southeast Asia, a small, fierce people, the Hmong, heard America's call to defend the light of liberty. Recruited by the CIA in the 60s, over 30,000 Hmong warriors led by General Bang Pao became the backbone of our secret army in Laos. They piloted rickety planes over treacherous mountains, rescued downed American pilots under enemy fire, and disrupted communist supply lines along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Day after day, they faced unimaginable horrors, chemical warfare that scarred the land, relentless bombings, and betrayal by those they trusted. 1 in 5 Hmong men lost their lives in that fight. Mothers buried sons, villages were raped, and yet they pressed on, driven by a simple, profound belief. Freedom is worth dying for. When Saigon fell and the helicopters lifted off in chaos, the Hmong paid the ultimate price for their loyalty. The communists hunted them like animals. And tens of thousands were forced into the wilderness or across the perilous rivers into Thailand. But America remembered. President Gerald Ford signed the Indo-Chinese Migration and Refugee Assistance Act, and in October and November of 1975, the first families of Hmong arrived in Minnesota and California. Over the next decades, more than 150,000 would follow, weaving their story into the great American tapestry. From my heart as a Christian, I see the Hmong as the very soul of the Good Samaritan. They didn't just help us in battle, they embodied the command to love your neighbor as yourself. When our soldiers were trapped, Hmong hands pulled them from the muck. When freedom hung by a thread, Hmong resolve held the line. And Scripture reminds us in Galatians, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. That's what the Hmong did for us. And in return, we bore theirs. Not out of pity, but out of justice. Out of Christian duty to protect the widow and the orphan, as well as the refugee fleeing the sword. The Hmong's arrival wasn't charity, it was covenant. We owed them our lives, our gratitude, and our open gates. 50 years into this, and it's a miracle happening right here before us. From desperate refugees, the Hmong have risen like eagles on wings of perseverance. Today, over 300,000 strong, they thrive in places like Fresno and Minneapolis and right here in Oklahoma. Our communities here that are Hmong owned have businesses that are humming with ingenuity. We see beautiful seas of faces blended in multicultural church services, and the American dream pulses in the Hmong community. You've given us generals like Bang Pao, who became a symbol of resilience, and his family carries that on today. You've given us scholars and scientists, men and women innovating in medicine and agriculture, and everyday heroes, farmers turning wastelands green, veterans mentoring our youth, families voting with the fierce pride of new citizens. You've enriched our palates with sticky rice and beautiful desserts, and our schools with stories of mountain survival, and our republic with a reminder that liberty is not inherited, it's forged in fire and defended daily. So today, on this golden anniversary, I call us to recommit. To the Hmong among us, you are not our guests, you are our family, our friends, and our fellow citizens. Your valor secured our victories. Your presence perfects our union. Let us build monuments to your fallen along with ours, and together remember that we are all now Americans. And to all of us as Americans, let this be our creed. Liberty for all who love it, mercy for all who seek it, and peace under the watchful eye of a just God. In closing, I want to echo the words of Jesus in Matthew 25. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. Hmong friends, America welcomed you, and in so doing, we welcome Christ himself. 50 years of shared sacrifice and triumphs and shared hope. Here's to the next 50, stronger, freer, and more faithful together. May God bless all of you, and God bless America.